Hey Taurus, how you feeling? Welcome back if you're not new. Taurus, today we are talking about your next test. So, when we're doing work on ourselves, the universe, God, your benevolent ancestors, they're going to come back and test us every single time. And that's what we're about to talk about. So, we'll talk about the shadow work that you've been doing and give you a heads up about the next test. We'll also get some insight to the advice that Spirit has for you in regards to this test. So keep in mind, Taurus, that this message is not for everybody. It's not for every Taurus placement. So take it as it resonates. And if you like how I get down, you like how I read, you love how I vibe, do that YouTube ritual that you do so well, Taurus. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I post content specific to you now. Because we all talking about growth and healing and expanding your vessel so you can elevate. And if you, Taurus, would like a private pre recorded reading from me, there is a link in the description box below where you can copy and paste it, and it'll tell you exactly what to do. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the shadow work, the most recent shadow work you've been doing, Taurus, in order to elevate. What is the most recent shadow work Taurus has been doing to elevate? All right. We have the Hermit. So you've definitely been in solitude, huh? Still in the way. Two of Cups. Page of Wands. All right. Bottom of the deck here. We have the Magician. Taurus, it's like you recognize now that everything that you've always needed has been in you this entire time. The magician knows that. The magician has access to every suit, cups, swords, pentacles, wands, you know? And he goes into the lab and he manifests things himself. And what I'm seeing here is that you've been in a situation where you've you went inside. You were once outside and now you went inside because there was work that you needed to do. And this is more so this Two of Cups. Now, some of y'all, you may have this may have been prompted, this work that you did, it may have been prompted because of a relationship, a breakup. But what you did was you went inside, you went into solitude, not isolation. There is a difference. And you found peace and you found yourself. You found your passion for yourself. You found out what Taurus likes. You found out what Taurus won't put up with because Taurus wouldn't do that to themselves. That is what you've been doing. Because with this Two of Cups, you see the swans and it's about love and the things. Well, in this instance, this is about divine love for yourself. Because when I see these two feminine energies, when I see these two energies, I see, a melanated one and a non-melanated one. So yin and yang. Yeah. So you went inside and you found your balance. It's like you got that new fire. You got that. You learned a lot about yourself because the the pages are about, they're not just messengers, but they're also about learning something new. And you learned a lot about yourself, and now there's this new fire in you, but it's a passion and it's a love for self, and it's something that you've realized. I love it. Let's get them a little more. Let's actually no. Let's find out what this situation is regarding this test. Because now you've got all this. You know all this. The universe is coming through. God is coming through. Them benevolent ancestors, they coming through to test you. Like, all right now, Taurus, what is the test for Taurus? What is the upcoming test for Taurus regarding this new love for themselves? And for some of you, you know, you've actually been in hermit mode for a hot minute since last winter. That's when you went inside. It might have been fallish. Yeah. All right. So what came out? The hanged one, four of swords, 10 of cups, bottom of the deck. We got another page. We have another page. And we're still in a place of learning, right? So this feels like this test is going to be more associated with home than anything. Someone that you consider family, maybe even your home yourself, like your home, your hometown, wherever you consider home. Home is where your family is, whether it's chosen or blood related, right? Um, yeah. So with again, we have the hanged one, we have the four of swords, and the 10 of cups, which is another family indication of family for me. So this is either about home or the family. This test that's coming up, and it is really about if when provoked, how will you, because it's a lot of times family, they know how to mm, get you, like, it's always like they know how to push those buttons, right? And even though you've done this work, regardless of why you did the work, to set boundaries, to find out more about yourself, they're gonna, this test, not the people themselves, they are being used. And this may be coming from a mother figure. This may be coming from a mother figure. It's not, that's not for everybody. But some of us, our parents, our mothers, or mother figures, they can be the most critical of us. They can be cold. And this person is, it's like, um, you didn't receive the love that you felt you needed from them. Whoever it is, like I said, it could be a mother figure. It doesn't have to be though. Because the Four of Swords is really about chilling. It's that's my chill card. So it's like eh, yeah, it's like they're going to come through again, learning and also messengers. They're going to come through. Whoever this person is that's back home, that's family to you, it's like they're coming back, not maybe to intentionally for some start some shit, but sometimes it's just them being them. People will people every time, right? Right, y'all? So let's get some more insight. Let's clarify this. Let's clarify this situation. Yeah. Cause this person, it's like they know you best. And it's almost like they always have something to say about something that you're doing. And it's they may never be satisfied. It's almost like everything you do is not to their standards. And I don't want to say that they intentionally, because not everybody intentionally makes people feel like they aren't enough, but because of the comments, because of how they acted, because of how you grew up or interacted with them, you had that feeling that you weren't enough. But now, Taurus, right? All right, here we go. Can we get more clarification on the situation regarding Taurus's test? It's like they always know more than you. You know that person that knows more than you all the time, even though they've never been in a situation or, you know, but they've had the experience. They can speak on everything. What? Please clarify the situation regarding Taurus's test. They can speak on everything because they've lived through every experience that has happened in the world within the millennia of existence of the world. Mm-hmm. Got a comment for everything. To clarify the situation, the test regarding Taurus's situation. All right. We have the Four Wands, the world. Again, the hangman, the hanged person, the hanged one. Interestingly enough, we have four, no, three of four of the cards in this spread are majors. So this is going to be how this test goes, will be a major shift in your life, Taurus. Yeah, this is a parental figure, and it's somebody who I'm getting that they were you may have grown up really really strict. Yeah. And like I said, they always had a comment or either made they either made you feel like what you did was insufficient? That's what I'm getting here. But yeah, the four wands, the world, the hanged man. So with these, this is coming from, like I said, your family. It's coming from your community. And it's almost like they see this shift in you, and it makes them uneasy. It's almost like they kind of want to humble you because you have found peace. You may even recognize and distance yourself from familial, events. Like maybe you live in town and you're like, no, I can't make it because you don't want to deal with maybe the drama. You don't want to deal with the negative energy of being in that community, being it at the event, even though it's supposed to be something that is um one that is married, like a cookout. It's one it's it's something that you avoid now. And it's because of you recognize the energy and you rather not put yourself in that position. In a space where you should have so much joy. This is a happy family card. This other card here is a happy family card. It's emotional fulfillment. And what's surrounding it is cold energy. Yeah. For a lot of you, this could be a father figure too. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a mother figure, but it is somebody who is of authority in your personal life. Yeah, it's just like that's what I'm getting. It's like they want your contentment, your joy, they see as not braggadocious, but they see as ego. And it's up to them to make sure that you're humble. Yeah. What is the advice for Taurus? What's the advice for Taurus? What is the advice for Taurus? Nine of Swords, Page of Swords. There's another page. Justice. At the bottom of the deck here, we have the Three of Cups. And I hear there's this old, I think it might be the Winans, but there's this old song that says Count It All Joy. And this is a very joyous card. And this is all about, not letting anybody have your joy. It's not that they can steal it, but you can relinquish it to them. You can get back into that space of where you feel trapped. You feel because the hanged person is they're hanging by ropes, you know. They are in that position for multiple reasons, but they are stuck there because they're roped there. And a lot of times when the hanged man shows up, the hanged one shows up, it is about feeling trapped and you not wanting to be in that situation. But yeah, it's like, um, count it all joy. Do not allow people who see things from the outside and assume things from the outside to put you in that space of where you don't trust yourself, you don't trust, your spirit team, you don't trust who you are, you don't trust who you have become, you don't trust the work that you've done. You start to doubt everything. You start to doubt every move that you make. It keeps you up at night. Count it all joy. And not only that, but with justice here, we talking about speak truth. Look at the evidence. Look at the evidence. If this person, this authority figure in your life is talking about how you're spending unwisely, you shouldn't be driving that fancy car, you can barely afford da 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 da. You know your money. Do they have access to your bank account? Buying those clothes, where you get that from? It's like, look at the evidence. Look at the work you've done. Tourists think they all that. Coming in here with those clothes on, coming in here smelling fresh and clean. It's like, no, I don't think that I'm all that. However, I have done the work. I have done the work to actually have confidence in myself. This ain't ego. This is confidence. There's a big difference. So look at the evidence, look at the truth. That's what justice is about. Justice is about truth. And not only truth, but having grace, giving yourself grace, and realizing that this person, whoever this authority figure is, whatever they're popping off at the gums at, is coming from a place of hurt because of maybe how they were treated as a child or how they were treated in society. It's probably coming from a place of fear. And they are trying to, you know, maybe intentionally or unintentionally instill this fear in you by watching everything you do. Because they nosy. I mean, they stay in your business, or at least try to. But since you've taken that step back, you went into solitude. They don't know much about what's going on, but they stay on. If they know any about social media, you on the Facebooks, they watching it. Pay attention to the evidence. Pay attention to the work that you've done, how far you've come, Taurus. Yeah. Final message. Final message for Taurus regarding the test. Final message for Taurus regarding the test. Final message for Taurus regarding the test. I hate this for you, but I know that you will have the victory, Taurus. I know you will. You were not going to let them put you back in a space where you were. Mm-mm. Sure won't. Sure won't. Okay, so we have two that came out here. We have hurricane and delivery. Hurricane and delivery. At the bottom of delivery, it says transportation, inheritance, escort. And it's interesting that inheritance is here. Mm. But this is about your inheritance. This is about not, not like getting money when somebody passes on, but it's about the inheritance of your your benevolent ancestors put putting into you and letting you know, pouring into you, the universe pouring into you that you are not a beggar. You are not a measly wretch. You know how a lot of these religious um, society, I won't even just leave it at religion, but society makes you feel like you're a peon. No, you have an inheritance. You are fearfully and wonderfully made on purpose. Hurricane, hurricane, upheaval, destruction, sudden disaster. You know, it's going to feel like that. It may feel like they are literally trying to destroy everything that you have built, but there is shelter. There is shelter around you. You are protected. And again, the shelter lies within the evidence. So you just have to remember that, because what you are at the bottom of the deck here is prosperous. You are abundant. You're wealthy, and not just abundance as in, financially, not just wealthy as in financially, but we're talking about abundant in love and that self love. You are blessed, Taurus. And don't let anybody tell your ass any different. I hope this helps. All 30 minutes of this shit. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I post content specific to you. I'm not judging you or your people, Taurus. I'm just passionate as fuck, especially when people have done the work to elevate. I love it. I love it. But remember, Taurus, people going people. They not gonna understand it. They're not gonna understand it. And that's okay. I love you. Take care. Bye.